Hey, what's up? This is Seth Perler, and if you are a middle schooler, a high schooler, or a college student who struggles with motivation, this video is for you. It's a quick video to give you a couple tips on how to motivate yourself to do stuff you don't want to do. I know. Your parents bug you, they try to motivate you, your teachers try to motivate you, it gets annoying, everybody's trying to motivate you. You probably want to be doing certain things and be able to just sit down and do it, but you can't motivate yourself to do it. You procrastinate, you avoid, you resist, you get in arguments about it, you make excuses. You just don't want to do something that's not fun, that seems meaningless, that seems to be a waste of your time. You're asking yourself, why do I have to do this? So how do you get over that? Like, how do you motivate yourself? How do you actually get yourself to do these things if you want to be able to start to get in a habit where you're able to do things you don't necessarily want to do, but you know you need to do? Or if you know that regardless of what path your life takes, you will have to do things you don't want to do, and you have to override that resistance in your brain. So how do you do that? So I'm going to give you a quick tip that you can use. This you can use for studying, for homework, for whatever you have to do, for cleaning your bedroom, cleaning your backpack, whatever you have to do. I'm going to give you a quick tip on this. So the tip is this. What you want to do is you want to chunk it down. My dad always says, how do you eat an elephant? You know how to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You can't do the whole thing. And what happens with you is you feel overwhelmed because there are so many tasks nowadays that kids are required to manage. You have so many classes, so much homework, so many tests, so many papers to manage, so many things in your bedroom to manage, so many things to take care of. It is absolutely overwhelming. So what you have to do is you have to chunk it down so that it feels not overwhelming, okay? There are two ways to chunk. I'll explain this to you. One way to chunk is by task. So let's take a look at a couple of things that you can chunk by task. Let's say that you have a huge math assignment. You know it's going to take you a long time. Well, and you're procrastinating. You don't even want to start on it. Well, in order to chunk it down by task, you're going to make it into very small pieces. For example, your task might be to do the first 5 problems only. Or your task might be that you're only going to do the easiest ones first. Or your task might be that you'll do half of the math assignment. If you're writing a paper, your task might be that you'll just write the outline and then take a break. Your task might be that you just free write. Your task might be that you just have a conversation with a friend in the class about the paper and talk through where you're going to go with your paper. So you're going to chunk it into tasks that feel manageable. You're not going to say, oh, I have to write that paper. It's going to take me forever. I don't even want to start. You're going to say, okay, this paper is a big thing. What's a small task I can do that feels manageable? You have to clean your whole bedroom. A task would be just to do the floor, just to do the clothes, just to organize the bookshelf, just to clean your desk. A task is a small thing that will feel manageable to you. You decide how big the task is. The other thing is time. You can chunk by time. So this is awesome. Let's say that you have to clean your room. You can just set this for 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever feels like a reasonable amount of time. It makes noise, so it's very audible. When it's done, it's done. If you want to clean your room for 5 minutes, you set it, go for 5. When the timer is done, you can quit cleaning your room, or you can keep cleaning your room. A lot of times, doing this will just help you trick yourself into actually getting the ball rolling. Same with this, by the way. The object with both of these is to trick yourself into keeping the train moving. We're just trying to get through the overwhelm of self-starting, of getting started. A lot of times that's the biggest problem, is just starting it. So you want to chunk it down so you don't feel overwhelmed. But set the timer for an amount of time that feels not overwhelming, that feels manageable. If you're writing a paper, set it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a half hour, whatever you want, but a manageable amount of time that you can devote to the paper. If you have to work on the math assignment, set it for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you want to chunk it down to an amount of time that feels comfortable. So again, you chunk by task or time. Task is breaking it into microtasks, one big task into many microtasks. Then pick a microtask, get the ball rolling. You'll probably trick yourself into continuing. Same thing with time. Just pick an amount of time that you want to work on something, set it, and when it's done, you can keep going or you can stop. But you need to learn to trick yourself. It's not like the motivation fairy is going to come and give you some motivation fairy dust and you're going to be like, oh yeah, this is exciting now. Now I'm ready to do my homework. Don't fool yourself. I've heard a lot of students say, yeah, I'm just waiting till I'm ready, till I feel ready. You're not going to feel ready. That's not reality. Okay? Don't wait for that. Look for strategies that you can trick yourself into getting started and doing things piece by piece. And slowly you'll build your threshold where you can be more focused for longer periods of time, have less distractions, and be a more serious student so that you can create whatever future you want, so that you can follow your dreams and your passions. Because if you don't get this down, you're going to have a lot of trouble following your dreams, okay? You need to figure out how to do the things that you're responsible for. All right, I hope that helped you. All right, go try it out. See ya.